by Vinter. This one over to Snowy. Snowy down to Tech. Tech finds the net. And we got a Snowy to Tech connection. A beautiful pass from Snowy and a beautiful finish by Tech.
Yeah, this is one of the best plays I think I've seen from Fallen Angels all season on the offensive side. No boost now. He's standing there awkwardly. Layup gonna pick it up for him. Layup, can he get the flip reset? He does not, but he doesn't need it.
He faked him out.
He takes it off of Zesty, gets it past two jumping FaithX defenders, and Debbie did all he could with no...
But nothing is falling.
And no flight hit the strawberry milk special off the crossbar. It was a beautiful redirect as well. And Meva, great shot. Top bins. 1-0 spatial.
This is a shout out from me to Meep, but also just a beautiful pass from Luck. Is Meep's shot placement. That's relay film.
Does able to get another touch. No, it's Tech. He's there again, but this one could be dangerous. It's a counterattack. Aquatic's got an open net. Can he put it away? He can. What a shot coming out of Aquatic.
And Judge Dredd with a beautiful clear downfield saw Aquatic. Aquatic, great control. Way to stay on the line to make sure you can get the double. And
great shot on net. Tying this game up in game 3, Steve takes time, gets it past one. Can he dice the other? Fakes the one past 3, and it's going to be a goal up for FaithX.
Is that...
What a shot from Steve.
I think that's a hat trick for Steve in less than 30 seconds. Is that... someone needs to clip... And welcome back to NARL. And it looks like Bryce is the only caster tonight.
I'm the only caster for the stream.
My overlay, I selected Incog, Ginger, and Bryce, but apparently the overlay only wants to show Bryce here. So we will let it have it. See if I refresh it. Come on, come on.
I am here, by the way, everybody. I am here.
Yes. Incog, Ginger, and Bryce, we will be your hosts tonight. Mostly going to be Bryce and Incog tonight as I'm finding some job problems. So I will turn it over to them to welcome you guys here to NARL Week 4.
Yeah, welcome back, Bryce. It's good to have you tonight. We have a bunch of very pivotal matches this week for playoff contention. Unfortunately, we found out just about an hour ago that Spatial Awareness, our last series of night against FaithX, Spatial Awareness is going to have to forfeit. So FaithX is going to be able to take 3 wins, as you see on the tonight's card here. FaithX getting those 3 wins for free, which is very useful. They will definitely take that because Spatial is a very good team this year. So, Bryce, how you feeling tonight?
You know, it's always good for Thursday Night Rocket League. I know I haven't been on the past couple streams, but you know, life keeps you busy. However, I am excited for tonight. Like we were saying, tonight's card's going to have a lot of heavy hitters going against each other. A lot of these teams are around the same standing, so it should be a lot of good fun tonight, and hopefully a lot of overtimes too. But yeah, I'm excited for tonight. I think we're going to be having a good time and good Thursday Night Rocket League together.
Yeah, and as you can see, this is kind of the lineup for the night. We're going to have Thiccbrentdog playing Strawberry Milk. I think Strawberry right now in the 7th spot, Thiccbrentdog in the 6th spot. So a contention there. That's going to be our first matchup. And then there's a few more matchups tonight that also are... We're going to... Sorry, Ginger. I got lost there. We're also going to have Fallen Angels play Lunar Flame. And then... Our third series of the night is going to be number 1 versus number 2. The Way Hawk Eats Worms at the number 1 spot versus Bang Esports number 2. So that is going to be a very exciting matchup as well. And we do have some people here in chat. Looks like we have Rob K going for Strawberry. We got Judge in chat. Zesty always first. We've got Vertis Garun as well, and Kelsey. Glad to have you all in for this Thursday Night Rocket League. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at the first matchup here, the Thiccbrentdog versus Strawberry Milk, and see the tail of the tape and how they match up against each other. Both these teams have kind of played, like Legendary and Kershey used to be teammates way back in the day, so they're very familiar with each other. I think these are two pretty evenly matched teams, Bryce.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be pretty close calls to be able to see if it's going to waver in any direction. Of course, Thiccbrentdog does have the one match above him, but with how close these guys are, I think it's going to be really how they're playing tonight and just kind of seeing what opportunities they decide to take.
Yeah, and this is like we've said, this is a huge matchup for both these teams, because the rest of the season is just going to get harder, and trying to maintain that playoff spot, being sixth or better, because seventh and eighth seed are eliminated, is going to get difficult from here on out. So I think that we have the teams ready. We have the teams ready. I think we can get down to the field. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like they are all here. So yeah, let's get this first series of the night underway.
And here we go off with the first set of the night here. Thiccbrentdog versus Strawberry Milk. We're going to see who's going to get the edge in the standings here. And this game is going to be very important for both of the teams to try to edge out some more wins and get higher in those standings. But right off the bat, we're already seeing some pressure onto Strawberry Milk. Thiccbrentdog going for an open shot, and Nix with the save last second. Brenti trying to interfere, but Nix have plenty of boost. Able to set up a shot, and that could be open, but Legendary Thick able to get a defense off of it. And Kershey trying to bring it back, but Brenti sending it back off to the side. Now they're working their way back over onto Strawberry Milk's side, but Strawberry Milk holding good midfield. Legendary getting set into this guy. Nix with the defense, and that could be an opening, but it's going to be blocked from Nix.
And you have to give it up to Legendary Bryce. He's been rocking the SpongeBob car all season long, and that's something that I can't believe that he's committed to the game like that.
You know, and it's truly an honor to represent Bikini Bottom in such a fashion, especially in Rocket League, and we salute you, good sir Legendary, for continuing it, as Kershey is able to secure the first goal of the night.
It's just Kershey gets a good 50 dunk, and this one goes off of Thiccbrentdog. Thiccbrentdog redirects it back into his own net. Not a great way to start off if you're Thiccbrentdog, but Strawberry is definitely going to take that one.
And back off into the middle of the pitch here, we have some large sidewall action, trying to get some dominance on their side of the field. Nix is going to be able to get a great clear over to the side. Legendary staying by with the Krabby Batty Mobile. Right now just hanging pretty close over the blue side right now. We are getting some good defense. We're wanting to see some switch back here from Legendary, but Nix was able to get a save, and now it's going to be Brent trying to take some action for himself here. Almost with a wall pinch, but Organized just trying to keep it calm and cool for the 50 as Kershey works his way out. But Legendary drops it down. It's going to be Nix with the save, and it's going to be another setup. Trying to get another shot on deck, but it's going to be Brenti and Legendary continuing to keep pressure on their side of the net here, and finally a clear off to the blue side. And now we're starting to see some things turn up here as we get almost another push onto their side of the field.
Yeah, it's kind of been back and forth between these two teams. Both teams kind of have gotten a barrage of shots on net, and we've only been stuck with the one own goal from Thiccbrentdog, not a goal from Thiccbrentdog of their own yet. This one's going to be turned away. Back to Thiccbrentdog in the middle. It's going to be Legendary. He's not going to be able to get around it, though. And Strawberry's going to put this one out.
We are seeing how both of the teams are sort of leveling out. We're seeing a lot of midfield play and just trying to get good clears across to the opposing side of the midfield. And we're not seeing a clear shot except for almost twice from Thiccbrentdog. Oh my god, what a turn of events from there. Really, Thiccbrentdog right now is just trying to put as much pressure as it can to even up the score here. Lots of good pressure, but we are getting these good clears from Strawberry Milk and getting some defense off the back wall. You can see another setup here. Legendary is going to try to get a pop over Kershey, but Kershey able to get a ground pinch back to his teammate as he tries to set up for another one. And really now it's just kind of back and forth here. Really good defense, good rotations coming out from both teams, but just trying to find that right opportunity to take.
Yeah, I have to call out Chaos for getting that squishy save on Legendary shot back there. That was a crazy save, and he was able to keep Thiccbrentdog off the board and keep their lead intact. So great save coming out of Chaos. That one should have been probably a goal. I think KaiDog thought Nyx might want to touch that. He was going for the dunk, but Nyx just let it through.
Yeah, Strawberry Milk right now working overtime, trying to keep it away from their net here. But Thiccbrentdog is finding some good shots to be able to send it and clear it across. Also now trying to ward off some of Strawberry Milk's demos as they take some payback for themselves and hopefully leave an opening. But KaiDog is going to take control and try to set himself up here with two defenders. It's going off the back post, and KaiDog sending it straight over. It's going to be now both of the teams trying to fight on the Strawberry Milk side. I mean, it seems like a majority of the time now it's just been on Strawberry Milk on their defense. Does it not?
Yeah, I mean, Strawberry is just kind of sitting back and letting these shots come in and then just getting these crazy saves. But yeah, the majority of the possession has been in Thiccbrentdog's side, but they just can't get a good enough shot to go in.
And I mean, still with only a 1 goal difference at this point, there's still some opportunity here for Thiccbrentdog to be able to get a tie and try to win it over in OT. But I mean, with how Strawberry Milk is right now, they're keeping up the rotations and they're keeping people calm and collected. And it's just not really working. They're allowing for Thiccbrentdog to draw some of their fuel and allow for them to make their way back across. But with timer dropping off here, it looks like it is going to be Strawberry Milk taking the first win.
Wow, and then that was a dominant game from Thiccbrentdog, and the only goal that went in was an own goal off of KaiDog. So it wasn't.
It really would have been an OT.
It would have been a 0-0 OT. I mean, how many shots did Thiccbrentdog have here? Let's see. They had 7 shots. I mean,
7 versus
Strawberry
5.
had 5. I don't know where the 5 shots came from, because it felt like there was just a barrage of shots from Thiccbrentdog on the Strawberry Milk side. But Strawberry's gonna walk away with the game 1 win, and I don't know if it's a good game plan for Strawberry if they, stay like in this on their defensive side like that. I mean, it's been working, but it's bend until it breaks type of thing, because I feel like it almost broke a few times, but there was a few epic saves coming out of Chaos and I think a few other of the Strawberry Milk defenders. So yeah, I don't know if we'll see what happens in game 2, I guess, here, but I feel like Thiccbrentdog is knocking on the door for sure.
Yeah, and in game 2 it's going to be a good chance for hopefully a comeback here. But I mean, really it's going to be just battling consistency and being able to keep that longevity of rotation going. Both these guys seem like defense-wise, I mean, they saved some pretty crazy stuff. A lot of times it's been 2 goalies that have been defending at the same time, so maybe pulling out some more of the defense will cause some more opportunities to be able to open up for the teams, but at this point it's really just kind of a battle of stamina.
Yeah, Nyx with the early flip reset off the kickoff gets dunked by one of the Thiccbrentdog defenders. This one, though, is going to be past the middle. Can Nyx get a 50? He can, but this is still kind of dangerous. Chaos doesn't have any boosts. Trying to clear this one way with the best he can. Finally going to break.
And Legendary found the straw on the camel's back here. Organized trying to get a little bit more power on that. Wasn't able to get where he wanted to, and Legendary capitalized on that and had enough boost to be able to.
Yeah, they finally got one, Bryce. They finally did it.
It's a comeback, baby.
Yeah.
So
here comes Legendary. The SpongeBob power.
Ooh.
Can he get it? He gets a dunk on one for sprint of the Thiccbrentdogs. He's gonna try to get a shot on net, but that one's gonna be cleared away, and Chaos gets a good long clear downfield, much needed, as Strawberry was kind of still trying to regroup on defense. This one's gonna be a passing play out to Brenty. Nick's able to intercept. Oh, it's gonna be a miss. This could be an opportunity. Legendary able to just get back to that one and also get the clear. Now he's got a solo play for himself. He's gonna go flip, reset. Does he get past? Organized, no, what a save coming from Organized.
Yeah, I mean, he's turning up a bit more too. It looks like Nick's hesitated, didn't it look like? Like, he almost couldn't believe how open it was too, and Legendary had to come in last second to be able to stop it, but opportunity there might represent themselves here if they're able to push back on the other side with these clears that they're getting. But I mean, look at Thiccbrentdog. They're holding a good midfield game at this point.
They really are, and Strawberry they're not connecting on those passes as you see there. They're just a little bit out. And the rhythm is not there for them tonight right now, but let's see if they can turn that around. They're going to turn it around quickly as they are down by 1. 3 minutes left to go in this game 2. Chaos going to take it, try to get a clear over Thiccbrentdog. Thiccbrentdog able to put it back into the Strawberry Milk defensive third, and I feel like we've been there all series long. Chaos trying to get another one. Legendary cuts it off. Brenty doesn't find the touch, but Nyx does!
And Nyx finding the opening now on the Thiccbrentdog side. Legendary going in to try to keep it within possession, but Brenty unable to get the up bounce touch on it. Leaves that opening for Nyx to be able to slide past.
And Brenty, I think, saw Nyx coming in and tried to get a quick touch or a quick 50 and just ended up not getting a touch at all, but it's going to be a tie game. And here comes Strawberry Milk. Actually, no, here comes Legendary Thick. That's going to be an awkward touch for Chaos. He did well to put that into safety. That could have been a goal 2 for Thiccbrentdog, but now we're back on the Thiccbrentdog half. Big clear coming out of Legendary. Chaos there to meet it. Man, we've been saying his name a lot tonight on the defensive side, haven't we?
Yeah, I think him and Legendary Thick have definitely been trying to all-star a lot of the game here, and they're really just battling two giants as we go off the post here. And it's like at this point we're back to 1-1, 2:15 on the clock. I want overtime. I want to see overtime between these two teams and see who breaks.
Yeah, we didn't. We were supposed to get it in game 1, and we did it. But here we go in game 2, and we're just tied up. And these teams are so evenly matched. It's just back and forth, back and forth. This one's a snipe. Legendary gets it off the bar. What a shot from Legendary.
I always love that hard drop moment when it sticks to the post there and anything can happen, and it's just like breath gets taken out of your lungs. Legendary was able to find his way, navigate through the defense, and be able to secure it for the team. Now 2-1.
2-1 up, and that's a good kickoff for Thiccbrentdog. Brenty trying to get it underneath Kershey, and Kershey able to get a touch into his own corner. Now Chaos with boost goes up, decides to go down. He's bumping one of the defenders. Nyx takes it off of him, tries to get a low 50 down underneath, but Legendary was not having it.
Yeah, I mean, Thiccbrentdog, they're putting some work in here, and they might almost make another, but Organized catching it from the low end as they're receiving this barrage now from Thiccbrentdog. And still, I mean, with 1:20 left, we can see Strawberry Milk come back here, but they're gonna have to break up some of the rotation and some of the flow that Thiccbrentdog has right now.
Organized Chaos definitely the savior of Strawberry Milk for this series, and tonight is getting save after save. And Legendary trying to get this one into the middle. Hershey able to go through him and get a touch out to the side, and here comes Brenty. He's got boost. He's going to take it to the ceiling, but Chaos there to meet him. Chaos with a double no. It's going to be Nyx on a shot on net. Thiccbrentdog able to get the save. Kershey still wants a shot. Top right, bends off the woodwork.
And we are back to a tie, ladies and gentlemen. Nyx trying to send it in. Thiccbrentdog not getting enough power, sets it up, and Kershey from the outside post wills it and manifests it into the goal. And now 2-2 of 45, so we still have that OT dream.
Nice shot. Kershey could not have placed it any better without it careening off the side and out of the net, but 2-2. Nyx trying to get this one past one of the Thiccbrentdog defenders. Gets a pass middle. Kershey there, not able to get it in. And here comes Chaos to still apply the pressure. Legendary gonna try to clear it out. Kershey there to meet it. He said, no, we're not going back to the strawberry half yet. We're gonna keep this over here for a while. And here comes Chaos, gets a good 50 on Brenty. Brenty's still on it though. Uh-oh, there's gonna be only one back. It's Kershey and Legendary.
Oh,
and Legendary's gonna win the battle.
I was watching this. Most of them were boost starved, and it ended up being Legendary and Dog just having enough to get a good push, and their last defender there's not much you could have done in that situation. So unless we see something here right now, we got to see something crazy from kickoff.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a really good flick from the Legendary, and Kershey just not able to get it. And Thiccbrentdog is going to take game 2, and the series is all tied up now. And
everything's been a tie between these two teams. Even if there's a little bit of an offset, it always comes back to a tie. So not that this is a tiebreaker, of course, with the way the standings work, but for us, this is a break-even point between these two teams.
Yeah, I mean, look at Legendary, 650 points, 3 goals on 5 shots, putting the team on his back for that Game 2 victory. And Chaos, unfortunately, wasn't back in net if you're Strawberry for that last play, because he was doing a masterclass on defense. 3 saves for Chaos. Yeah, I mean, it was looking better for Strawberry, a little bit more, you know, on the Thiccbrentdog side of things, not being stuck in their defensive third, able to break out a little bit in that game too, but a little bit of an overcommit on that last play, and Legendary punished it.
Yep, you can't break rotation, you can't left opportunities open, and that's where you're going to get punished, especially with how close both these teams are. I mean, they do have solid rotation and defense, and they are trying to create those openings, pulling out defense, but it's like these guys are both on fire right now, and we're going to see now with this third series who's going to be able to take it for the last one of the series.
Oh no, we got Steve the Taco saying the milk is expired in chat. Well, let's see if it is. Kershey and Chaos and Nyx might have other ideas.
Oh, right off the back!
The kickoff goal.
Well, that was a quick start to the match, I'm not gonna lie. Strawberry milk just I mean, that's nothing stronger than drinking milk when you're a kid right there. He powered through both of the defenders and got straight into the net there. That's some good farm strength there. And really, that's a good lead for them to start off with this early in the game.
Kershey drank his milk, got his vitamin D, ate his Wheaties.
He has Wheaties and Cheerios. He had a properly portioned breakfast this morning, and that is what's giving him this power. But you know, now here we are too, back at the midfield. We're gonna see with lots of demos coming out on the field, and Kershey trying to push up, but Legendary is going to find an opening and send it.
Yeah, Legendary just absolutely just cuts this pass off. Well, actually, he gets one touch. Kershey's trying to get a pass back, and it's not powerful enough. And Legendary's like, thank you very much, I'll take that.
Well, now we're back to another tie. With 4:33 on the clock, we're going to see what comes out next. And right from the midfield here, Strawberry Milk trying to set up a pass to his teammate. Drops it low. It's going to be Nyx popping it up, and Legendary ready there on the backboard for defense. Trying to get past 3 defenders here, and Dog's going to clear it back over to the Strawberry Milk side while Organized's last man back is able to flick it over the first, but not the second, but Kershey saves it and sends it back into the corner, clearing it back over onto the Thiccbrentdog side. And we're getting a push back from Thiccbrentdog, trying to find an opening, but it's going to be a lot of pressure now. Strawberry Milk trying to push onto it. Keep it up in the air, keep it away from the defense. And they try to find another opening. Thiccbrentdog sends down, and Nyx is going to try to find one, but Dog able to get the save on that as we're back to the midfield. And I mean, still, it's looking like both of these teams are still like right on top of it.
Legendary is doing so much. I don't know if you saw back there, but he was bumping one of the Strawberry shooters before they could even get a shot. He's bumping Nyx on the back line. He's just doing it all. He's getting shots, saves, bumps. Like, he'll do whatever it takes to win this. And it's going to be Nyx with the shot on target just wide. That could have been it. Kersh is going to keep the pressure on with no boost. Puts it in the corner. Chaos takes it up. Tries to get a good 50. He does. Nick's not committing on this one. It could be dangerous. KaiDog open net. Slots it top and bottom left.
And now we're back with Thiccbrentdog on the up and up. 3 minutes left for Strawberry Milk, but a great setup here from Thiccbrentdog, passing it high and slotting it in. No defense able to get there in time.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a great counter. I'm not sure why Nick's hesitated on that one. Maybe he thought that somebody else might be going, but no matter. It's going to be a 1-goal lead for Thiccbrentdog. And Kershey trying to equalize yet again, but it's going to be wide again. And Strawberry's kind of had some of these opportunities that have just gone a little bit wide this game. See if they can straighten those out. We got 2:47 left, half the game. Nix trying to get a double, but Brenty's able to get a touch out. And KaiDog going to crowd this in his corner and take it up. It's got no boost, though. Can't do much. Legendary sees it, takes it from him, puts it off the backboard, and that one's just not going to be dangerous as Kershey's going to take it from him. Now this one, clear down to the middle. Nix didn't have enough boost to get to it. Thiccbrentdog, sorry, Legendary. Ooh, nice little wall dashes from Legendary as well. It's going to be passed in the middle. Nix going to go up against Legendary. Legendary just dealing with everything just so well.
There's so many more demos too. Oh my god. You can see too that they're really trying to break up each other's rhythms and trying to just like brute force their way past some of the defense here with all these demos. And we have a corner post setting it up high as we get a touch out. KaiDog trying to get it set up and Nick's trying to defend it. He gets a bump on Legendary and Legendary gonna flip on reset and the flip reset messed him up.
Oh my Nix. What a play to set this up. He gets the air dribble bump on Legendary. The man you need to take out, and Kershey able to slot it in the bottom right. What a play from Nix.
That is a crazy version of offense there. Like if Thick did not land like that and get that flip reset, it could have been a different story, but it's just like little things like that that allow him to score. KaiDog with one.
Oh, what a shot coming out of KaiDog too. Gets a touch. Gets a, look at this flick. He gets this last second touch over the last defender and puts it under the bar as well. What a great shot from KaiDog. And now they're just going back and forth, Bryce.
Yeah, this is a great way to end the series between these two teams. A lot of high-scoring games and back and forth. I mean, we haven't even had a 2-goal buffer yet, and it just shows how well-matched both these teams are. But now it's really a Strawberry Milk. They got to make good use of that time and try to send a goal as they're receiving a lot of heat right now from Thiccbrentdog. But Nix is going to have an opportunity to try to take one, but Kershey's going to have to fall back and try to push up for it. As Brenty tries to send it back to his teammate. It's going to be an unsuccessful pass as Kershey sends it up. KaiDog trying to send it off to the side here. It looks like Kershey is using that milk. He's going to pass both, and it's going to be a team shot.
Yeah, Kershey just staying with this the whole way through. Gets a flick and then picks up the corner boost. Gets a dunk on Legendary and then puts it in the middle for a pass. He was going for a Strawberry Milk person, but he found Brenty B instead, and it's going to be all tied up, 3-3, 1 minute left.
OT. We have a minute
It could
left.
be an OT.
We can make it happen. Game 3 OT would be so great for both of these teams. But, you know, right now, it could go either way. We're going to have Thiccbrentdog with some really passive playing right there, just trying to set up for some sort of clear here. It seems like some of the gameplay is slowed down. We are getting some demos out here still as we're trying to get some pushes here, but it's a lot of like lazy touches it looks like. And with a little bit of power though, as KaiDog tries to get one out, and it's going to be over to his teammate Nix.
Oh, what a great play from all the great 50 from Kershey. Then the pass from Chaos in the middle. Nobody on Brenty B. Thiccbrentdog, sorry, has boost, and Nix able to put it into the top right of the goal past all the players. Can't even losing track of my words here.
Thiccbrentdog, if there's one thing you need to do, you need to tie it up right now. We are going to OT. We're going to manifest OT here, and we might have it. Legendary Thick ties it up. Let's go.
What is happening in this last minute? There's just so much offensive pressure. There's another bump. Nick's trying to get back. He's thinking that Legendary's going to go far post, but no, he goes near post, fakes him out. It goes above Nix's head. It's too awkward. Great shot coming out of Legendary.
good mind game coming out from him as well. And now we're here, possible OT en route to your location right now, as we have 10 seconds left, and all the teams are kind of really still battling out in the midfield. It seems like gameplay slowed down just a tad bit, but Organize is going to try to take a shot, and Brenty's up there to meet him, and we're going, that's right, to overtime, 4-4.
Game 3 overtime. We finally see one. It's how even these teams are. You think that all the games are going to be overtime, but at least we got one, Bryce.
At least we got one. I will take this. This has been back and forth between these two teams this whole time, and I couldn't ask for anything better on it. But really, it's all or nothing now as we're in overtime, and Legendary Thick is going to try to just...
Oh, no! And that's the way it's going to end. Legendary, a huge 50, but gets a double pop over one. Kershey goes to the backboard. Chaos maybe thought he was making a touch, and that was just going to fall in between two Strawberry Milk defenders, and Thiccbrentdog's going to take the series 2-1, and that's going to have huge playoff implications, Bryce, in the standings.
It was just the lightest of touches that allowed it, and it was just exactly what they needed. And Thiccbrentdog now taking the lead on that is going to send him pretty well off in the standings here. So, but both of the teams, oh my God, it's literally like perfect setup with how back and forth. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better as far as the series.
Yeah, I mean, that was as close of a series that I think we've seen all year. Every single game decided by one goal. And,
yeah.
and that was like decided in the last 10 seconds or in overtime, except for the own goal in the beginning in game 1. But that was it. Like, that was crazy. That was crazy how evenly matched that was.
Yeah, that was an absolute treat, especially to start off stream with. And I expect and hope that all the next ones are just the same here. But we thank Thiccbrentdog and Strawberry Milk for joining us. You guys both played very, very well, and it was so awesome to watch. But as far as the next series we have coming up for you guys, we have Fallen Angels versus Lunar Flame Gaming. And I think that's going to be another series to keep an eye on as well.
Yeah, Fallen Angels 0-9 on the season. They haven't yet to get a game win yet. They are getting better as the season has gone on, and Lunar Flame Gaming is coming off a really good previous week. They were looking very hot against Faith X team last week. Kind of surprising Faith X, to be honest. So we can see if what happens. Is Lunar Flame gonna maintain their hot streak, or is Fallen Angels gonna be able to finally take a game 1? I think. What do we want to take it to a short break and get those teams in and come back?
Yeah, everyone go ahead, get yourself refreshments and snacks if you haven't already. Use the bathroom. We'll take like a 5-minute, and then we'll get everyone back in.
Yeah, something
like
simple.
3 minutes. Make it a
3 minutes.
Ginger said 3 minutes.
Only number 1, not number 2. But anyways, we'll be right back.
Okay. Well, you heard it. Papa Ginger said so. So we'll see you guys in 3 minutes.
Set. Denied by Vinter. This one. Over to Snowy. Snowy. Down to Tech. Tech finds the net. And we got a Snowy to Tech connection. A beautiful pass from Snowy and a beautiful finish by Tech.
Yeah, this is one of the best plays I think I've seen from Fallen Angels all season on the offensive side. No boost now. He's standing there awkwardly. Lamp gonna pick it up for him. Lamp, can he get the flip reset? He does not, but he doesn't need it.
He faked him out.
He takes it off of Zesty, gets it past two jumping Fatex defenders, and Devi did all he could with no...
But nothing is falling.
Yeah, no flight hit the strawberry milk special off the crossbar. It was a beautiful redirect as well. And Meva, great shot. Top bins. 1-0 spatial.
This is a shout out from me to Meep, but also just a beautiful pass from Luck. Is Meep's shot placement. That's relay film.
Does able to get another touch. No, it's Tech. He's there again, but this one could be dangerous. It's a counterattack. Aquatic's got an open net. Can he put it away? He can. What a shot coming out of Aquatic.
And Judge Dredd with a beautiful clear downfield saw Aquatic. Aquatic, great control. Way to stay on the line to make sure you can get the double. And
great shot on net. Tying this game up in game 3. Steve takes time, gets it past one. Can he dice the other? Fakes the one past 3, and it's going to be a goal up for Fatex.
Is that...
What a shot from Steve.
I think that's a hat trick for Steve in less than 30 seconds. Is that... someone needs to clip...
Welcome back, everybody. I see that we have a few people in chat. Vinter, Chaos, Kaidog, Steve, I see you. Yeah, let's talk about Fallen Angels here a little bit more in Lunar Flame, as we are still waiting on Lunar Flame to join the lobby. Zesty.
Anytime, Zesty.
Yeah, anytime.
NARL reserves all the rights to shout out players that decide to play a comp game right before their match, and we will continue to do so with no regard. Back to you,
they're in
Incog.
here.
Oh,
What are you
they're
talking
in.
about? We're in here.
Oh,
Okay.
it's probably just a glitch then. My bad, guys.
It's probably
chatter.
just like-
Can't pronounce that name. Yo, hey, what's up? First time chatter. Juiqqe. Not sure how to pronounce that one. Yeah, so we did see Tech and Snowy hook up on that top 5 plays, and we also saw Lamp on sitting at number 4 as well. So both those teams going at it against each other here in this week 4. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a tall order for Fallen Angels against this red hot Lunar Flame team, Bryce.
Yeah, I mean, I would really like to see if there was going to be an upset from Lunar Flame for it to come from Fallen Angels. I think that would be cool for Fallen Angels, and that would be quite the upset to happen if it happened tonight. But yeah, I mean, Fallen Angels, they're going to be putting in a lot of work against Lunar Flame, but maybe they'll be able to find some opportunities Lunar Flame are lacking out and be able to start capitalizing on them. Regardless, it's going to be a good match tonight, and I'm excited to see how both teams come to the field.
Well, and with that, I think we can get down to the field and get this Series 2 underway. So this Fallen Angels team has gone up against some pretty stacked opponents already, and they've kind of kept it close for the first probably like 3 minutes of the game, and then their defense kind of falls apart, but their defense actually hasn't been all that bad this season. So Interested to see how it stacks up against this Lunar Flame team because they had unrelenting pressure in that week 3 against Faith X.
And of course, whenever you have Zesty in a room, okay, well, already some heat coming on to Fallen Angels here, but Zesty's certainly going to be one to look out for, too. I mean, as you remember from the prior ones, he's quite the athlete out on this field, and he puts his reps in.
And he's been rocking the breakout forever. He hasn't changed out of that car. Committed to the breakout, committed to the game. It's almost like legendary with the SpongeBob car. But Zesty, he's had a lot of history with that breakout. And this one's going to be a fade from Tech.
Using any other vehicle, like even back in the prior organization. So if there's one man that's committed to a car, it's Zesty.
And with the eye topper too, like the eye topper as well. Like you have to include that as well because that's typically people don't have toppers for competitive Rocket League players. But this one's gonna be Lamp, a pass from Wags to Lamp, and it's gonna be an early hookup for Lunar Flame.
Yeah, and a good start now from Lunar Flames. A minute in, and that's proving some solid ground for Fallen Angels, holding off for that first goal. So I want to see them continue up on that pressure against them and keep an eye on Lamp, maybe try to disrupt some of his gameplay.
Yeah, Lamp is definitely somebody to watch out for. Oh my goodness, with a waterfall. Zesty couldn't catch back up to it. And Fallen Angel is going to get away with one there, but that's going to be a huge dunk. Vinter with a credible save off his own post. Vinter has had 2 saves earlier. We didn't call him out, but that was Vinter in the first save. And then now he has another one. Now he's the one making the saves. Normally it's been Tech on this Fallen Angels team that has been the savior, but Vinter showing up tonight.
And almost another shot coming out as we get a follow-up from Lamp again. Now 0-2.
Yeah, just Lunar Flame with too much pressure. Harlem Globetrotters off the backboard. Lamp able to clean it up, and look at the shot placement. There's no chance for anybody in that saving that one.
Yeah, and the rotation's real quick right now. It's really composed and it's really organized. I mean, even if they're hitting that post shots, all they're doing is pulling out defense, putting them in an awkward situation, and the next guy's right there to shoot off another shot. So they're going to have to really try to get it off their side of the field and not get stuck in that loop where Lunar Flames is putting heavy pressure on them.
Yeah, look at all the passing plays are coming out again. Snowy able to get some control here, and I like the way Snowy took that out of his defensive half, and he's able to clear it back in, but Zesty's going to meet it, puts it off the sidewall to himself. Double tap Wags there, but it's going to be a 50 up in the air. Zesty to Tech. Tech wins that battle. And here comes Lamp. Watch out. He's going to go for a fake. It goes off of the post again. Another great save coming out of Fallen Angels. This one is kind of dangerous. Snowy's able to put this in safely into his corner. Tech, awkward. He's jumping first.
Okay, well, Lamp is pulling off a hat trick now. Yeah, I mean, great setup from Zesty. Just getting it out far enough, not too far across either, and sets it up for Lamp. And Lamp really, with all his assists with the teammates, just a true powerhouse in this setup in this series.
Yeah, Lunar Flame kind of just picking up where they left off from last week. So they are just piling on the pressure, piling on the goals. But can Fallen Angels respond? They've got 2 minutes left here in this game 1. To try to get on the board, to try to get some momentum back in their favor. And this one's going to be Snowy, puts this one in a shootable spot, but it's going to be Vinter again with another save. And he has been the savior, and it's going to be Tech saving that one out. And it's just more air dribbles coming from Lunar. They just keep harassing the Fallen Angels net, but Fallen Angels keeps responding, and Lamp's going to go high. Double tap, backboard over one. And Snowy able to clear it out to the side.
Yeah, Lunar Flames looking like they're trying to have fun with it at this point. I mean, they're setting up for their air dribbling, their backboards, they're getting slippery sets, and they're getting another goal now. Another one by Lamp, 0-4.
Is that 4 goals for Lamp? How many goals does he have in this game?
Yeah, I mean,
just a little floater.
Lamp's just been at the right spot for the rotation each time, and not without an assist from his teammate. So whatever chemistry they have working right now, it's just it's really working in their favor.
Lamp is kind of a cheat code to have on your team. I will say that. I have played with him in ranked, and this one's gonna be Tech. A great little opportunity there for Fallen Angels. They went for a bump play in net and a shot on from Tech, but I think it was one of the Zesty in net, able to save it and recover, or his legs, one or the other.
And that's what I want to see more from Fallen Angels too. Yeah, I want to see him start making opportunities like that, because it almost afforded them a goal right there. If they could just break up some of the defense when it's on the Lunar Flame side of the field, and they might find more openings to be able to take.
Down in this one, the Tech's one put this super awkward for Lunar, and Vinter is gonna fire one on, but Zesty able to clear it away. And Zesty's got no boost. He's trying to get this one over to Lamp. Lamp backwards. It's Snowy there to meet it. Puts it out to the side. Can he continue it? No. There's going to be no continuation from Fallen, but there is going to be for Lunar. Lunar is trying to just... This backboard probably has like 5 dents in it with the amount of balls that have just hit it from Lunar Flame. They've just been pounding the backboard.
As you can see, it's a lot to deal with. And Lyle, unable to get there in time. It looks like he didn't even think it was going to go in.
Vinter just gets so much power on this ball and places it perfectly. Lamp's got supersonic. He's going as fast as he can, but he can't catch it. Vinter gonna get a goal for Fallen Angels, and that is perfect. What you want to see from Fallen Angels, getting this last couple of seconds in this game 1, trying to get something your way going into game 2.
Yeah, some unexpected setups and really throw off some of the rhythm that Lunar Flame is starting to build up as Lamp gets another save from that top post shot. And we get another follow-up of Legs, another save. It looks like they're going to try to keep the ball up, and rather than killing it, as Legs tries to push it further down the field, and Z continues it. This could be an opportunity for a follow-up, but it's going to be killed, and Lunar Flame taking the first.
Yeah, that was the Lamp show right there. I mean, honestly, everybody got involved, but look at Lamp. He did have all 4 goals on 7 shots. Yeah.
Total team shots, 13 from Lunar Flame. I mean, you wonder why it would be hard to go against these guys. They put so much pressure and so many shots on target, and they just have that cyclical action really nailed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is about as dominant as it can get from from a game. But you know, Fallen Angels able to keep it just to 4 goals is pretty nice off of, you know, what was it you said, 13 shots from Lunar Flame. So the defense is holding. It's breaking, but not folding, I guess, completely. So
the biggest thing I want to see from Fallen Angels is just being able to secure some good enough clears, because like you said, I mean, look at the saves on their side. They still have 7 saves against Lunar Flame, and they are able to hold that defense, but it's just they get stuck kind of articulating within that defense, and then they get boost starved, and then those opportunities just keep growing. If they're able to find some way to secure some more across the field sort of clears and put pressure back onto Lunar Flame, I think we could see some of it more in their favor for Fallen Angels.
Certainly, and yeah, I think one of the other keys to success for Fallen Angels is it's very difficult to do when you're backed up against your net. This one could be an early goal for Lunar, but it was cleared out to the side, and there's still a lot of pressure. But as I was saying, is trying to get some demos on Lamp. He's definitely their key player. If they can take Lamp out of the game, it's gonna be good for the Fallen Angels.
He'll provide some stress. Some less stressed environment to work with, but I mean, we're right here now, almost at the 32nd and beyond mark with no goals out just yet, and Fallen Angels trying to set up another shot, and Snowy securing one.
Oh, Snowy. Snowy is so good on these control touches. Gets a flick past one, and then he gets it past Lamp as well. A 2v1 for Snowy, and he's gonna put Fallen Angels up by 1. I think this is their first lead of the season, Bryce.
And this is going to be a good momentum to work with for Fallen Angels as Lamp sets up a follow-up flip reset, and it's going to be defended by Vinter off to the corner as Vinter tries to send it down to a teammate, but Zesty intercepts. Tech able to stop the pursuit, and Snowy trying to another attempt here, but gets bumped away, and it's going to be Lamp. Be careful of Lamp here. He's bringing it right over. You got Tech trying to meet up in the air, but the flip reset gets it over, and Vinter off to the corner here. And we have now Fallen Angels kind of back on their heels as a shot comes out, and Snowy defends it with a great clear off to the side field. And it's going to be Wegs trying to pass it to Lamp. Lamp bringing it back down to Wegs over Vinter, back into the corner. Tech last man back, gets a save back out into the midfield. But Z bringing it over to Lamp, and the team trying to set up for another setup here. But I mean, we're seeing a lot more now from Fallen Angels, and this is what I'm wanting to see.
Yeah, and this one could be another shot on net. It's on the bar. Oh my goodness, how close can it get? And Zesty with the counterattack. No, Zesty.
Back to back. I mean, like post off to mid, and then just carrying that momentum back over to the other side. Oh, that's such a hard call for it too.
It's so unfortunate if you're Fallen Angels that goes off the post and then it ricochets back in the midfield, where Zesty can just follow it up and ends up equalizing this game too. Let's see if Fallen Angels can put it behind him and get right back on track, because they've been looking really good in this game too. One of the best games I've seen them play all season.
And they still have time to work with here with the 3 minutes. But stuff like that, like, you got to keep it away from Lamp and out of his hands, and from Zesty here. Zesty brings it down to the corner, and the pressure coming out back on the Fallen Angels. But Tech able to get a clear off into the deep side of Lunar Flame as Zesty sets up for a touch. He gets it just over Snowy, and Vinter's there. Vinter not able to get the touch. Tech is last man back, and Zesty wasn't able to get the power they wanted. But Lamp, maybe with the double touch, and it's going to drop in.
Lamp is so consistent with these double touches. If you have an open backboard, he will spot it. He will score almost every single time. It is so routine for Lamp. You cannot give him an open look on that backboard.
Now into the fourth kickoff for this match here, and Snowy working hard on the defense, trying to clear it away from Lunar Flame's grasp, but Lamp is going to get a touch, keeping it on their side. Wegs now just needs to set it up for his team. He's going to go backwards to set it up, but it's a little just too slow. Tech Fatality able to get the save on it as Lamp goes for his attempt on it off the ceiling with a follow-up touch, bringing it down, and Venter with the save, but it's going to be a follow-up from Wegs, trying to put pressure on the board. They're starting to take out some of the defense now. It's leaving 2 of them as we wait for him to respawn, but that could be an open opportunity. Vinter able to save it and leaving it for Lamp. And right now, they're just picking the shots that they can here from the midfield and just keeping the pressure still on the Fallen Angel side.
The Fallen Angels is dealing with the pressure, though. They haven't really double committed. Hopefully I don't cast or cursed it, but they're able to keep all these shots out so far. And now they're on the counterattack. Now they're on the Lunar Flame half. See if they can make anything of it. Wegs gets it past the second defender, though, but a great demo coming out of Vinter, shutting that play down from Lunar Flame.
Lamp keeping pressure on him as Zesty takes up on the sidewall. Snowy, Vinter are back. Not a lot of boosts to work with. Tech has plenty to work with. Snowy was able to get a good 50. Tech is going to be the one to carry it out into the midfield. Lamp, last man back, plenty of boosts. Clears it off to the side here as we get an attack from Vinter. Doesn't look like enough power. Lamp's going to bring it down. It's going to be Snowy trying to pass it out to Tech Fatality. And Tech gained 50 by Lamp, and it's going to be a floater off the top of the goal. It's free, it's open, but it's going to be Snowy with the save. And Zesty bringing it back out into the midfield over to Lamp. Lamp's going for a second attempt. Wegs is up. It's going to be defending for Wegs as Wegs drops it off the backboard and drops it down. Oh, and it's not going to be a goal because Vinter saves it and Snowy takes it out. Oh my God.
What a save from Vinter. Like a great setup, a great double from Wegs. He put it where he wanted to put it, but Vinter was there to meet it. And Fallen Angel still maintains only down by 1. They got 40 seconds left. They need something here, Bryce.
I mean, look how far they've come now from the last game to here, especially with 35 seconds left. There's certainly opportunity, and especially now with it being on the Lunar Flame side, they just got to be able to keep it away from Lamp in his aerial game. But Lamp is able to get over the first one, almost the second one. Tech gets it off the top of the backboard as Wex goes for opportunity off the backboard. Z's going to try to drop it down, and it's going to be saved by Snowy, bringing it to the midfield. Lamp waiting by for the 50. 2 defenders able to take it out. Tech is going to lightly touch it. That might be too light, but it's going to be set up for Vinter to pass it up to Snowy. Webb's trying to meet him for the 50 as it sends back out into the midfield with only 5 seconds left. There has to be something right now that they could do as it's going out for another touch here from the top of the board here. Down to Zesty. Zesty sets it up through the backboard, and it's almost secured. Lamp sending it off to the side, and it looks like it's still in play here as we're trying to get the final moments over, and it's going to be Vinter dropping it down and Lunar Flame taking the win.
Wow. Fallen Angels is a brick wall in net. They got shot on so many times, so many epic saves. I mean, what was that? 8, 9,
Oh my god.
13 shots again? Is that correct? Yeah, 13 shots
Yeah.
again on their net. Only letting in 2 goals on 13 shots is incredible. And Bryce, the decider of that game was a ball that went off the Lunar Flame corner bounce back in the mid. You can see it in the background there, and Zesty able to put that one away. But it's just an unfortunate bounce if you're Fallen Angels. But what a close matchup that was for game 2.
Yeah, this is great. If they could keep up this energy into the third one, I think they do have the ability to be able to put a win against Lunar Flames here. But it's still, as you can see, it's a hard-fought battle. But they're finding ways to make their way through the defense of Lunar Flame, and I'm excited for Game 3 and hopefully seeing Fallen Angels putting up maybe even a win out of this.
I think everybody on Fallen Angels had some kind of insane epic save. I know Vinter got a few, Tech got some, Snowy got some. I mean, it's just all around crazy saves coming out of Fallen Angels, and Lunar's putting on some pretty nasty shots on the Fallen Angels net, but none of them are really falling. They've all been really saved away. The shots that did go in were just kind of open nets. No!
And Wags finding an opening within the first 2 seconds. I feel like we saw this in the prior series, right? Goal within the first 2 seconds, and unfortunately gets it right past the 2 Fallen Angels defenders, and a hot start for Lunar Flame.
Real hot start for Lunar Flame. That was almost a gasser curse there. As I was talking about how great the Fallen Angels defense was, and then something like that goes in. I mean, that's just so super unfortunate.
Gasser's curse.
But if you are Fallen Angels, you got to have the memory of a goldfish and just forget about that one. Lots of time left here in this game 3. And plenty of time to get back on track. Venture's going to put this one away. He's not going to have boost to follow. Weg's going to put this one off the backboard. Again, Zesty there to follow. Puts this one off to the side. Not able to get that one on net. And here comes Snowy, challenges his Lamp on the sidewall. Venture there for a shot on net. Zesty able to just get back just in the nick of time to turn that one to the side. Lamp able to clear it away. And get a follow. This one could be dangerous if Snowy gets dunked here, but he does well flicking that away. And now here comes Fallen Angels on the Lunar Flame half, and they're just not able to keep consistent pressure right now. As Lunar able to get a double tap, can he land, get back to it? No, he runs out of boost, but Zesty comes out of nowhere and puts Lunar Flame up by 2.
A great layup from all 3 team members here. Z bringing it up to Lamp. Lamp getting the touch. Tech almost getting enough power to send it further out, but we had Z waiting there and able to secure the goal. Yeah, I mean, they're still putting on some good pressure against them, and you can see they're trying to get demos and they're trying to mess with some of the Lunar Flames characters to be able to get some of these points back while they still have time and be able to generate some momentum.
Oh, what a save coming out of Tech, just getting back to shut down that Zesty double tap. We got Mama Tech in chat again for the 4th week in a row, I'm pretty sure. She's rooting on Fallen Angels. Been a supporter of them all season long. But here comes Lamp. Met by Tech. Tech able to get another touch to the side. Great solo play effort from Tech. This one going to try to be a redirect back to Wags. Doesn't get the touch on it. It's kind of broken up by Vinter and Snowy. Vinter, no boost. Can just get a 50 out to the side. He does, but Zesty's going to be the one to meet it. This is awkward for Tech. Tech does well. Back to Snowy. Snowy to Vinter. Vinter fakes it. Tech on the counter and gets a flick. And Lamp does really well to get that one saved. Now, it's going to be back into the Fallen Angels half. I like that little back pass from Snowy to Tech. Tech backboards it. Shut down by Lunar.
Yeah, and really still holding them off pretty well. They had the 2 runaways that they had to deal with against Lunar Flame, or the 1 runaway and the 1 triple team play. But they're still holding on some good defense here. I think they do got to be a little bit careful just about spacing and be able to keep that momentum, because these Lunar Flame guys they're just very fast to the ball. Vinter with a great save, but not Weg setting it in.
Yeah, Vinter gets an insane save on this Zesty double tap, but Unfortunately, it's a little bit of a double commit, and that ball just not cleared into safety, which no fault of Venters. It was insane that he got the save to begin with, but it's going to be Wegs able to put Lunar Flame up by 3. Half the game left now. Zesty downfield to Lamb. Lamb misses it wide. He had an open net to work with. I don't think he knew that, though. And that's going to keep the Lunar Flame lead down only at 3. This one popped high. Dangerous spot in the box. Nobody there to meet it, but it's going to be Vinter. He might have had no boost, but he's able to get another epic save. Maybe he's padding the stats. This one.
I mean, yeah, it's still seeing some pressure. Fallen Angels trying to push it back onto him now, and you can kind of see some of the play style from Lunar start to slow down and become more methodical. I think they're fine with that buffer and really just trying to keep. Ooh, almost an opening there, but just trying to keep some consistency going and watching against Fallen Angels to try against anything. But I mean, right here it's Fallen Angels. They gotta start making some moves happen here. They don't have too much time left.
Yeah, I mean, Tech back there almost caught Zesty by surprise with that early challenge, and they just couldn't kind of get some unfortunate bounces. That one just went just wide. They had the other bounce in game 2 that came off the post. I mean, it's just been a small margin of error for this Fallen Angels team. It's kind of decided some of the flow of these 2 games. This one gonna be beat. Snowy's gonna get beat, and this one's gonna be back on the Fallen Angels half. Lamp trying to get this one middle. Maybe he's going for a double tap. Snowy and Tech able to get the team save. Venter, no boost. Zesty, flip reset. Tries to get it over 1. Tech's not having it though. Puts this out to the side. And then Venture's gonna pop this one up to the mid. Gonna try to follow it himself. And looks like Lunar might be trying to kill the clock here. There's 15 seconds left. Fallen Angels is going to need a miracle to come back from this one.
We have some more demos coming out as we get the final setup here from Z. Setting it up, and that could be another shot, and it drops down right before entering fully.
Yeah, a clean 3-0, not a clean 3-0 sweep, but a 3-0 for Lunar Flame. But not, a ton of shots, but not a lot of goals. I mean, you're talking about 13, 14, 15 shots on net and only 2 or 3 goals every game. So, the Fallen Angels defense has just been spectacular. It's just for them, I think for the rest of the season, can they get some more offensive pressure? Can they get some more goals of their own and turn some of those losses into wins,
Agreed. And they still have opportunity through the season to be able to. And I think, like you're saying, this is still like a great defense win for them. I mean, with the amount of shots that they were taking on target and the amount of saves that they secured and the rotation they had to put on for the defense, they really shown through that they have a really good defense that they could push forward with.
So many epic saves. I mean, that could be honestly a highlight reel in of itself. The epic saves from Fallen. Just incredible defensive effort, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. The Lunar Flame offense was just too much to handle, and great job by both the teams. And I think we will take a look at our third series and last series of the night, because like we said, Spatial Awareness had to forfeit against FaithX. So we will be having a spicy matchup here, Bryce. This is going to be...
It's going to be a big one.
It's going to be a bang. Esports. Playing the way the Hockey Swarms, and the way the Hockey Swarms, they are undefeated, but they have only played in 1 series. The other matches have been forfeits, so unfortunately we haven't seen too much of them. They've only got, the 3 wins against Fallen in week 2, I believe it was. And then they had a few teams forfeit on them. So they are undefeated, though, as it stands, in the number 1 seed. And they actually do look really like a really good team from what we have seen of them. But on the other side, Bang Esports, They only got one loss of the season. Looks sitting at the second seed. If they get if they even get 2 wins and 1 loss, they'll be tied with the way Hawk eats worms.
And I just want to chime in just real quick, Incog. I believe the way Hawk
Yeah.
eats worms is actually our 1 West, correct?
That is correct. So we will be playing on Central servers unless the teams want to play on East or West in the rules. So, and I also think Tweiwei was messaging me saying that they might have a sub in one of the games. So I think the sub is allowed mid-series, not mid-game, though. So yeah, this is a big series, and I don't know what to expect because both these teams look really good. You have Hakan and Tweiwei doing their thing. I think they've been around having some chemistry, and you have on the other side Aquatic, Judge, and Supreme, and I don't know, maybe Oku was playing. Oku looks like he is loaded up in the lobby. He was also doing his thing as well. So I think it's gonna be a close matchup. I think it's gonna be like the Thiccbrentdog Strawberry kind of close, Bryce.
I would love that, especially with sort of the playing that we're going to see between these two teams. Bang Esports. It's gonna be a good match. They have a pretty proven record with the amount of games they played. Obviously, the way the Hawk eats worms is a high level player too, but they weren't I guess necessarily participating in all those games. So I'm interested to see against Bang Esports what we see, and if Bang Esports is going to be the team that finally breaks their streak for the way the Hawk eat worms.
Yeah, and I think with that, we're just waiting on the way the Hockey's Worms to join the lobby, and then we can get right down into the field and get this last series of the night underway. But yeah, I mean, you can see with some of the stats there, the shot percentage from Hockey's Worms at 59% is a pretty good. I don't think that will happen in this series, though. If it does, I mean, they're going to be looking real good for setting themselves up for success. Two demos. The demos are about even there. A lot of saves coming out of Bang, and goals against, goals for, kind of pretty even.
I want to see 3 consecutive OTs from both of these teams.
We might actually get 3 consecutive OTs. I think that's definitely in the cards for the night. We might, they said, hey, look, you didn't have the 4th series, so we'll just have 3 games. They all go to OT. They'll all be 5-minute OTs, so they'll make up for it. Yeah, so we'll have 2 series in one. 2 series in one. Now that would have us out of breath. I mean, we'd be thanking our lucky stars that that'd be the last series of the night. That's for sure.
Our water intake is going to go wild if we have to cast for that long.
Yes, definitely.
I don't know if you guys could hear. I'm already a little bit sick, but I want to still cast for everyone, and I do need some fluids myself.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
grab some water, Bryce. Yep, go grab some. And thanks again, Bryce, for casting tonight, even though you're coming off of sickness. That is much appreciated. I think everybody in chat and in the league love your casting, so it's been great having you tonight. Having you back.
There'll be some more energy for the next ones. I just got to clear this little cold I got going on. But I hope the voice is a little more like soothed and sultry. Although I'm not trying to put you guys to sleep because we gotta get excited for these 2 teams about to play up against each other, and hopefully we see some crazy goals. I want to see some good team plays, some good ground plays, and be able to see some backboard shots on that.
Yep, second that. And Kershey has been on it. He's been putting some polls in chat. So if you're in chat and you want to try to predict who's going to win, go ahead and get your predictions in. Thank you, Kershey, for doing that. Yeah, and I
It
think
seems like everyone's in.
Yeah, we have the teams in the lobby, and we can get down to the field
Get down to business.
and get
As,
down to business.
We're doing our ready checks. Looks like Team Bang is ready, waiting for confirmation from Hawk, and that is a confirmation from Hawk. So let's get into it. Final series of the night. Way Hawk Eats Worms, Bang Esports. Let's see if Bang Esports is able to break the streak of the way the Hawk Eats Worms. I'm still never going to get that name correct. I'm going to fumble over it all the time. But from the start, Daddy Oku.
A kickoff goal for Bang Esports, and they're coming out of this series with a bang. Daddy Oku puts Bang Esports up by 1 off the opening kickoff.
Third 2-second kickoff goal we had this night. So lots of those coming out, but right now we're already seeing Way Hawk Eats Worms trying to put pressure back on the Bang Esports, but we're gonna get a demo Daddy Oku on Tway, leaving just Hawkin over there. Hawkin gains some back from Silent as he tries to set it up for the net. Daddy right where he needed to be. And another shot going to the post, sending it up. Hawkin's going to go for the follow-up as it goes to the backboard. Gets another touch on it, but it's going to be Judge Dredd sending off to the side here as we have Silent. A good 50 on that. Patient, but Judge Dredd is able to break through, and Tway trying to get past these 3 defenders, but Oku able to get it popped up, and another follow-up touch over to Judge Dredd as he drops it, but Silent gets the save, and Tway is going to send it out to middle, hoping for Hawkin, but gets a follow-up touch, send it off to the right field. Silent, plenty of boost and time to be able to set that up. It's going to drop a little bit low. It's going to be a save from Oku, sending it back across the midfield as he goes for another follow-up touch, and Tway with the save. And a minute in here, and we're seeing now good pressure coming on to Way Hawk Eats Worms from Bang Esports, and a strong start.
Yeah, it's been pretty back and forth, Bryce, and kind of what we expected from number 1 seed and number 2 seed playing each other outside the opening kickoff. The pressure has been pretty equal. This one's going to be a great dunk from Aquatic, and it's going to be awkward with Silent, no boost, able to fake away Daddy Oku. This one's going to be back, Judge Dredd. Bang up field. Does he have somebody? No, he's got Silent, though. Silent counterattack over to Twayway. Twayway, not able to get another touch. Daddy Oku couldn't take it out.
Oku getting all the touches with there and almost a flip reset, but Hawkins going to win that 50, and it's going to be a follow-up touch from Tway. That could be an open goal, and that's going to be a shot. That's 1-1.
Wow, this touch from Twayway caught Judge Dredd by surprise. Look at how quick he gets, like skim kind of touch off the corner of his car.
Like a perfect up bounce touch on it too. Just like good power delivery.
That's a great read coming out of Twayway, and that's going to equalize this game 1, setting us up for the overtime.
Let's see overtime. And yeah, tied back up here, and it's going to be Hawk Eats Worms on the defense as Tway careens it over the midfield. Gets a follow-up touch, almost with the third, but Silent's going to win the 50 there as Tway tries to get it. Judge saves it. Hawkins setting up for his teammate. It's going to be bounced up. It could be taken by anyone, but Oku's going to get it, and Silent is going to intercept as Tway sets up. And we have Hawk Eats Worms trying to set up a follow-up for that too, and they're keeping good pressure in the midfield. Silent's going to take a jab at it, but Judge is up there. Does he know there's a flip reset? He tries to use it, but it's going to go just a little low onto it as we're getting Bang Esports pushing back over now onto the Hawk Eats Worms side. But now we're getting a rebuttal from Hawk Eats Worms. They try to go for a shot. Silent tries to send it over to Tway. Tway sends it up. It's going to be down from Oku. Silent taking out Judge Dredd, trying to make some more opportunities here. But it's going to be a battle of the midfield here as we're making our way back over to the Hawk Eats Worms. Although that might be an opening that he could take, and it's going to go to the top of the post. It's almost a foul, and Hawk gets it.
What an initial save coming out of Aquatic. Twayway does everything to get this one on net, but Aquatic's able to save it off the crossbar. Unfortunately, it's crossbar down back in the box, and Hawkins able to gonna clean it up. The way the Hawk Eats Worms up by 1 now.
2:02 on the clock. And we'll see Bang Esports try to push up front and keep that pressure on Hawk Eats Worms, but Judge Dredd doing just that, is pushing downfield here. And we have Tway sending in midfield, but Oku's going to find an opening, and Hawk right there ready for the save as Hawk gets a follow-up touch. Judge Dredd not able to make the connection, but Aquatic is able to get the clear as it goes into Silent. Judge not able to make the connection on that, and that's going to be an open goal, but it's going to be stopped, and it's going to be returned by Tway.
And all 3 Hawk players getting involved here. Silent goes for the pass, then straight for the bump, and then a shot, a good save, and then a follow-up from Twayway. Just everybody getting involved on the way the Hockey Swarm side.
Yeah, I mean, they're really trying hard to defend their standing here, and they're doing a good job at it. Bang, we need to find some good disruption here in the Hockey Swarm's defense, but it looks like it's going to be a setup now from Aquatic as he tries to get down to the midfield. He gets a light touch, but Tway's going to bring it down to Oku. Oku finds an opening in Silent. Plenty of time to be able to operate. However, Judge is able to deny it, keep it onto the side for Hawk. And Hawk himself trying to get it. He gets it over the first defender. It's just going to be Oku on the defense here. He gets demoed, and it could leave a possible opening, but Judge Dredd there for the save, and we get a double commit. And that could almost set him up, but it may be, oh, we're getting some down. We're getting some double commits, and that might just leave an opening for them.
Oh, Oku, he squeezes it in. I didn't think it was going to go all the way, but he just jumps it. It looks like there might have been a team bump come out of Hockey Swarms, and yeah, great finding from Oku. And now, you know, down by 1, 50 seconds left. Bang Esports within reach.
Yeah, I think Hockey Swarms just got a little bit jumbled there. They had a double commit, and then they ended up bumping each other. And that's going to give Bang Esports an opportunity here, especially with 40 seconds, to be able to make a comeback here. But we're getting 2 demos out on the field as Judge Dredd has plenty of time for the ball. Sending it to Aquatic. Aquatic back to Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd not fancying a shot for that, but it's going to be Oku who tries to set up for his team as they get a shot on target with Aquatic.
Oh my goodness. And you like Bang Esports was finally starting to get some passing plays out to each other, get some consistent pressure, and they're rewarded for it. Aquatic up so quick, beats out the last defender, tying this one up, keeping the overtime hopes alive.
OT. Let's see OT, man. On game 1, we have to. And with 25 seconds, it can still go either way, as Silent doesn't really get the power he wants. Aquatic not able to get the touch he wants. So it's going to be Judge and Tway going straight down the split, and it's going to be Hawk taking precedence on it as he goes for a follow-up touch. He brings it low, and it's going to be Aquatic with the save. Perfectly placed. Oku trying to continue the momentum out. He's going to try to get a follow-up touch. And it's going to be some disruption from Hawk, but he does get a bump on someone. It could be a follow-up that they need to be able to get a shot, but it's too wide, and it looks like it's going to drop here as they're keeping it alive. But that will be overtime.
And they wanted the overtime. They heard you, Bryce.
We did it.
They delivered.
Chat, we got overtime. If we could get overtime the next 2, it's going to be a dream come true, but it's a battle of the Titans here now for this overtime, and that's going to be Silent taking the shot.
What a shot from Silent. Twayway gets this one up high, and it's awkward for Judge. He's retreating back. He's trying to get this one, but Silent's just going to snipe it under the crossbar. It's going to be a game 1 win from the way the Hockey Swarms, and they're here to show why they're number 1 seed. Even though they played 3 games, they're like, look, people are forfeiting because they were afraid to play us. We are the real deal, Bang. We are the real deal.
Well, and they're certainly keeping their reputation alive here, but Bang's coming close to being able to break that setup now. And now with Hawk, that puts some 10-0 onto it. But Bang, I think if they could come into the second one with the same energy and just be able to put a little bit more of a push on them, we could see Hockey Swarms finally gain a loss on their record.
Yeah, I mean, I liked what I was going to say before the overtime kicked off is Bang started having more possession plays. They started going for more passing. They had more consistent pressure instead of the back and forth like that was going on the first half of the game. But then, you know, it was a quick overtime. But again, very evenly matched is kind of what we thought would happen. And they did deliver on the overtime. So I think that's going to continue going into the rest of game 2 and game 3 here. It's probably going to be 1-goal games here throughout unless, you know, somebody just starts popping off. It's going to be a dead ball 50 into the midfield. Hawkin Not able to track it down. Twayway there. Hawken as well. I didn't even see him, and there's going to be a demo, and that's the other thing that Bang is going to have to watch out for is Hawken and Twayway have been sweeping the net, trying to get these demos, disrupting the Bang Esports side. Great save coming out of Oku. Could be even 50 in. Aquatic clearing it out to the side. He's able to track it down. He's got Oku in the middle. Can he get it to him? No. Oku's going for a bump of his own. He's trying to let Aquatic work. Getting the solo play out, but Aquatic just no boost to work with, unfortunately. Could have been an early goal for Bang Esports.
Yeah, almost securing it right off the bat here, and you can see these guys know this game's really going to be important as Hawken gets a score.
Yeah, this is honestly just a great speed coming out of Silent, gets it off the backboard. Judge kind of surprised by that, trying to get up for it, and that one's going to be cleaned up by Hockey Swarms. Going up by 1 early here. Silent takes to the ceiling. Does he got the ceiling shot around one? He got a pre-flip, flip reset.
Almost a double.
But not able to get back to it.
Ooh.
This one. It'll be cut off. Wait, no boost though to track it down. Hawken going for bumps again. There's nobody in net though. Silent. 50. Back to Hawken. Hawken gonna take it to the air. Tries to get a 50, but just fakes it low. Twayway pops it over 1. Can he get it under the bar too? He does.
And you
Brilliant
can
by
see here
Twayway.
too, they're keeping good boost against the enemy team here. I mean, Judge Dredd didn't have too much to work with, and Tway just got just the right angle. I mean, coming on the outside of the left bar onto the inside of the right top net. Really well set up shot, but yeah, I mean, they're doing a bit of resource consumption, really keeping them in a bad spot and not really high on the boost reserves.
I can't believe Twayway got that under the crossbar. That was really well done by him to get it over defender and under the crossbar. Not easy to do. And this one is going to be Aquatic with boost, and he's met by Hawken, who's just being a nuisance, but he's able to maintain it and put it in his shot under the crossbar.
A great touch. I mean, from the 52, was still able to keep the ball free of it, got his momentum back up, and followed it up for a top post shot. Just well done.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to get back to that ball after the silent bump, but it is Aquatic, and Aquatic does Aquatic things. He's able to equalize this game too, and there's a team bump on the back line. This one could be dangerous. Twayway able to put it off the backboard, almost a shot on net. But it's going to be cleared away for now. The pressure's still mounting for the way the Hockey Swarms. Keeping this on the Bang side. Can Bang break out? They can, temporarily. As this one's going to be back to Twayway off the backboard with boost. Doesn't get all the touches he wants, but Judge respecting his touches. Quickly reset. And this one's going to be saved by Oku off his crossbar. Judge now on the counter. This one is going in the midfield. Can Judge get a flick? He gets a little one, but it's going to be enough for almost a Bang Esports follow-up. And now it's just all chaos breaking loose.
Yeah, absolutely wild part of the series here. Still a 1-goal lead for Hockey Swarms, and you could bet your britches Bang Esports is doing everything they can to keep pressure on Hockey Swarms here, and they're starting to. I think they're starting to almost crack through some of the armor here. They just got to keep up that pressure. I think they can secure another one here and try to tie it up.
And they've definitely had their opportunities. They just need to get some of these to fall. But Twayway up against Judge. Judge gets demos for his efforts, and Twayway's going for some more demos. The way the Hockey Swarms is just trying to Bang Esports out of their own game. And here comes Silent. Now flicks it over 1. Trying to get this one out of his corner. Oku trying to keep it in with no boost. Just trying to maybe take a 50 here in the corner. Puts it into the mid, but Aquatic was trying to take it from him. Didn't expect to pass mid. A little bit of a miscommunication from the Bang side. But now, Daddy Oku, great 50, almost a 50 straight in the net, but Silent's able to get back to it, track it off his backboard. Judge trying to get a pinch off the sidewall, not able to meet it though. And it's kind of died down a little bit here as I say that, and it's going to be a pass in the midfield. And Oku, a great save. Not an easy save at all to get.
I was about to say it was about to die down there soon too, but yeah, I mean, these guys are really just kind of pacing each other out. You know, as much as one side gives, the other one takes, and they're finding good chances to be able to equalize and still getting shots on net. But you know, the rotations coming out from both teams are allowing them to defend just in time. And with 42-ish seconds left, Bang Esports got to keep the pressure off their half here. It's going to be as we get a triple save and a setup shot and another save from Aquatic. They got to make something happen now.
How did Bang Esports keep that one out? That was a team save coming out, and Judge dangerously puts this one on top of his car, and lucky for Bang Esports, that's off the crossbar and out. That could have been a decisive goal, insurance goal with only 14 seconds left. Bang has got to make something happen here, and the way these two teams work, it's like anything can happen, flash of the pan, and next thing you know, there's a goal in your net, and it's Oku!
OT.
Aquatic to Oku on the sidewall. Oku gets 2 touches past all 3 defenders. Putting this one, tying this one up with 2 seconds left. There's 2s across the board, Bryce.
I'm exactly where I want to be right now. I mean, this OT is going to be a great setup. I want to see how long they can withstand the OT here. And I mean, as you can see, they're still well matched. As we could have followed up and almost a shot on target.
I thought Aquatic was going to do it. I thought he was going to take game 2 with the flip reset double tap, but just a bit off the mark. And we do have a game 2 overtime. But this one, Oku, trying to get a shot behind the last defender, but Way able to save it. Now, hawking down the sidewall, trying to track this one down, gets a demo on Oku. Said, stop saving our shots, I'm going to demo you. And now, bang. There's a bump on the back line. Aquatic's got him. Oku with the ball.
Oh, it was like watching a car crash happen in slow motion. You could just see right there, the bump setting him up, but does not get it back in time and allows for an opening, allowing Bang Esports to make a shot and take the win for this.
What a response coming out of Bang Esports. They lose the game 1 overtime, but then they win the game 2 overtime. So evenly matched, so back and forth, and it's like, Bryce, these plays are happening so quick. Like you can't turn away, because then next thing you know, like
you're gonna miss.
You're gonna miss. Yeah, you're gonna miss a goal. You're gonna miss a pass, a dangerous shot, a save. Something is gonna happen. It's just, with the moment you think it's gonna die down, it's like boom, there's a shot on net. Where did that come from? But Oku has to be the man of the match there. He puts the equalizing goal seconds before the game ends, and then also getting the game-winning goal in overtime.
I was about to say, is this the most shots we've seen? Because look at way Hawks eats worms. That's what, 18 shots that we're seeing.
Goodness.
18 shots. And Bang Esports
shots.
coming out on top with that. And
Bang
now
Esports 10 saves.
Now,
Hess Mess, thank you so much for the 5 gifted tier 1 subs. That is amazing. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Hess Mess. Much appreciated for the gifted. But I mean, yeah, that's now the streak broken, and now it's time to see if they're able to get another one on them for Bang Esports. I mean, they kind of have them on the heels, but Hockey Swarms, they could fight back here and really give them a run for their money.
Wags, also, thank you for the Prime sub. Much appreciated. Every sub is very much appreciated. We are just getting off the ground, and Hawkins trying to get the Hockey Swarms off the ground with a Game 3, Game 1 early goal.
And we're having Bang Esports here on the defense as Hockey Swarms is trying to put as much pressure as they can, getting some wide backboard shots, but it's going to be Daddy Oku sending it downfield towards Hawk's side. Silent bringing it up, trying to get a follow-up touch here, but it's going to be Aquatic dropping it down as it hangs into the corner. Tway trying to get it set up, but it's also met by Oku, and Hawk just trying to get some sort of touch on it. Judge waiting right by it, and Silent not able to get the touch he was looking for. Aquatic is going to send it out into the midfield, and it's going to be a shot for Oku, but Hawken saving it from the upper 90 there last second up against 3 defenders. It's going to be Aquatic the first, bringing it back over to the backboard for Hawk, and a shot almost from Judge Dredd, but Tway able to get the save, and now trying to set up Hawk for another, as Hawk tries to set up his teammate for a touch, but it's going to drop too quick, and Silent's going to have to come in and set up, but now Aquatic bringing it back forth, and so far no goals set out just yet, and I'm calling it. I want to see a Game 3 OT.
Another overtime, and it looks like it's shaping up for another Game 3 overtime. I mean, these teams are just so evenly matched. It's just so back and forth, and great saves coming on both sides. They're both getting good pressure. They're both getting good 50s. It's just so back and forth. And Oku, double tap, backboard free!
Triple and the save.
It's saved away. What a save from one of the Hockey Swarms of players.
Silent came in clutched, but Aquatic clutched himself with the backboard shot.
Aquatic said, hey Oku, this is how it's done. Backboard, double to myself, and gets this one under the bar. Aquatic putting Bang Esports up by 1. Great shot coming out of Aquatic.
Bang Esports not relenting here, trying to put as much pressure as he can on the Hockey's Worms, and Oku is already getting a setup for his teammate here, but it's going to be Hockey's Worms regaining possession as Aquatic is able to get through a 50, but a 50 brings it back over into the midfield as Oku is working off the sidewall. He's almost got the late touch. It's going to be Tway, easy save up into the top midfield as Silent continues it across over to the Bang Esports, and Hawkins going for a shot!
What a shot from Hawkins, and look at the passing play too. Silent off the corner, and Hawkins there to meet it. Gets a powerful shot on net. Aquatic sitting in net. He's in the right spot, but it's just too good of a shot.
And now 1-1 with less than 3 minutes left. We're still on track for how these teams are playing here as Hawkins gets sent up into space there, and Judge Dredd is going to try to carry the ball across the field. Gets a demo on Tway, hands it off to Oku. Oku going for the flip reset, doesn't get the touch. All 3 defenders, almost no opening. Hawkins over to Silent, intercepted in the midfield, and that leaves it open for Aquatic.
Oh my goodness, look at the interception with Aquatic, and he didn't have a whole lot of boost here. Judge able to cut off that pass, and Aquatic just notices it, turns on a dime, and there's nobody back for the way the Hockey Swarms. Great little counterattack coming out of Bang, putting them up by 1. Half the game left. See if Hockey Swarms can respond here.
With plenty of time on the clock as well. The score is set up. I think Hawk certainly still has a chance here, but Judge Dredd is trying to put him out for good.
And Aquatic again on the offensive side, just doing so much work. Gets a pass in the midfield. Judge able to get it past both defenders. And that's going to be a great insurance goal if you're Bang Esports.
And now with the 2-goal lead on Bang Esports, they're already putting pressure again on Hockey Swarms, but a great clear from Tway. That's going to go high, and Aquatic able to get the save. Tway trying to follow it up, but doesn't win the 50 as it's being sent out to Daddy in the midfield, and it's almost 3 of them up for it, but it's going to be Aquatic in the corner, giving it over to Tway as Tway tries to take control. Aquatic, good defense on it, able to get it past both of the attackers. Hawkins, 3rd man on the attack, over to Oku, and Oku over to Aquatic. Aquatic with the shot. Tway defending it from low, and the high. It's going to be in the corner for the blue side, and Tway getting a follow-up touch, bringing it over to Bang Esports as we almost get a goal out on their side. Daddy still trying to keep it away from their side, get some good clears. Hawk may not have a lot of boost to work with. He does pick up some. Silent able to pick up some as well, see if he does anything with the ball, but it's going to be Tway going to the backboard. Oku defending the backboard. It's going to be Hawkins trying to recommit to it, and Tway almost getting a shot, but the save from Aquatic last moment as Daddy tries to return it with a flip reset, but Tway is going to cancel it out. Judge not able to calculate the height on that. Is going to have to go for a secondary 50 as it goes back to Aquatic, and they're returning back onto the blue side of the field, and Tway brings it down just off to the side, and now back on the defense for Hockey Swarms as the shot almost goes in too, and it's going to be up for grabs, but Bang Esports trying to put as much pressure as they can on Hockey Swarms as Oku is bringing it off the backboard. Aquatic going for the shot, it's going to go to the top post, and Oku almost with the follow-up shot. I mean, it's just back and forth, but so many shots set up.
What a save from Judge. He was in a 2v1 scenario. He jumps over 1 and able to get the 50 on the last guy. What a save. Keeping Hawk at bay here. As there's 40 seconds left, and Hawkins needs one right here, Bryce.
Yeah, Hawkins got to put the pressure on right now, and they might have an opportunity here as Judge misses the defense on Oku. Oku was able to get there just in time, stopping it from sliding in the top of the post here, and Oku almost trying to get a follow-up shot on it. It's going to go back into the control of Hockey Swarms. It's going to be Tway with the follow-up. He does get demoed, but it's going to be Aqua able to continue it out towards the midfield as Daddy continues it over to the open post, and Hawk there just in time sends it up. Toy trying to read it off the ceiling, unable to get the touch, and we're in the last 3 seconds here as it looks like Bang Esports is securing another win against Hawk Eats Worms as we get the ball touch.
Wow, what a game 3 coming out of Bang Esports. Aquatic really doing so much. He was just seemed like he was everywhere. 770 points. That makes sense. 7 shots, 2 goals with 3 saves. That is quite a game coming out of Aquatic. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Bang went up, they got their insurance goal, and then they kind of just battened down the hatches. And the way the Hockey Swarms, they were putting on some pressure, but Bang was just able to stay with it and keep them at bay the whole rest of the game and keep that 3-1 lead.
Yeah, I mean, they were fighting off a tornado and a storm shelter, and they really held their ground. They fortified it, and you know, in top, I mean, they were able to come out with 2 wins on that. And it's really both of these teams were neck and neck after each other for those first 2 games, both going into overtime. And you know, Bang just came in on that game 3, and he really put the power to it.
And you know what that means, Bryce, with Bang Esports taking 2 games off of the way the Hockey Swarms and giving the way the Hockey Swarms their first loss. That means both those teams are tied for first place right now.
That is actually
And
crazy.
if we want to take a look at the standings to see where we left off, because that will be the last series of the night, we can kind of see where everybody's sitting, and make sure that we do get a refresh on it.
10-2.
Yeah. And look at Lunar Flame.
And Lunar Flame, a 3-way tie for the standings. Oh my god.
A 3-way tie for first place. That is crazy. That is crazy.
Oh my god.
And then we got Faith X at 7-5, Spatial 5-7, Thiccbrentdog 4-8, Strawberry Milk 2-10, and Fallen Angels 0-12. That is a top heavy standings there. Very interesting.
Interesting for week 5 as well, because we're gonna have all those top 3 standers back in for that series, and we're gonna see kind of where it leaves them for the standings after that. So I mean, with this tie, this 3-way tie. It's going to be interesting to see how the next week comes out.
Oh, Bryce, guess what? Guess what we have next week?
What?
We have another first place matchup. It's going to be Lunar Flame taking on Bang Esports in week 5.
Oh, my God. And then Hawk Eats Worms and Strawberry Milk. Fallen Angels, Spatial Awareness, Thiccbrentdog, Faith X. Yeah, next week is going to be insane. Now that we have sort of these standings coming out, seeing how that alters in this next week. Really, really great setup for tonight. I think all the teams were doing really well, and really putting on a good show.
And thank y'all so much in chat. Hesmus, Wags, I don't know if I've missed some people. For Ginger, you could probably help me out with all the tier 1 gifted subs or tier 1 subs. If you are new here, we will be live again next Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, where you will be able to see these teams play again to play in our week 5 of the regular season.
Just shout out to Hesmes again for the gifted subs. Shout out to Zesty for the gifted subs. Shout out to Wegs for subbing themselves. Shout out again to Hesmes for them subbing themselves. If I missed you, I am so sorry. I'm looking through them right now. But guys, we really appreciate it. And honestly, like, every little bit helps. And we got a great community growing, and we can't wait for it to just get bigger. And y'all are awesome. We appreciate it. Much love.
And thank you for letting us hit Twitch affiliate. That's going to allow us to reach more people and grow and be able to bring more eyes onto us and see the awesome community we have in the games we put on. So thank you guys all genuinely.
Thanks again, guys. I do want to point out that we may be setting up maybe a channel. We haven't really worked through the details. I'm kind of working it on the fly as I go, but we will be trying to do a top 5 or top 10 plays of the week. So if you do think that you on stream that you had a play of the week and you want to submit it, we will probably try to create a channel for that. I'm not sure if this will happen or not, but I think something like that might happen because it will help us with creating those top 5s a little bit more effectively. So in case we miss some plays, because it's hard to go through all the clips every week. So yeah, I think
With that,
that
we
was
send it out with the clips. What do you think, Incog?
Yeah, I think we send it out with the clips. Thanks everybody in chat, everyone watching. Thanks all the players. Thanks everybody for having a great week 4. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully next week we'll have all 4 series play out. We haven't had that. So with that, I want to thank Bryce again for battling through sickness to be here. Thanks, Bryce. Thanks, Ginger, for running the show. And yeah.
And thank you guys. We're doing a good thing here, and we appreciate the community supporting us for doing it. But I wish you guys a good night.
Have a great night, everyone. We'll be back next Thursday for Thursday Night Rocket League. Set. Denied by Vinter. This one. Over to Snowy. Snowy down to Tech. Tech finds the net. And we got a Snowy to Tech connection. A beautiful pass from Snowy and a beautiful finish by Tech.
Yeah, this is one of the best plays I think I've seen from Fallen Angels all season on the offensive side. No boost now. He's standing there awkwardly. Layup gonna pick it up for him. Layup, can he get the flip reset? He does not, but he doesn't need it.
He faked him out.
He takes it off of Zesty, gets it past 2 jumping Fathex defenders, and Debbie did all he could with
but nothing is falling.
And no flight hit the strawberry milk special off the crossbar. It was a beautiful redirect as well. And Meva, great shot. Top bins. 1-0 spatial.
This is a shout out from me to Meep, but also just a beautiful pass from Luck. Is Meep's shot placement. That's really
Does able to get another touch. No, it's Tech. He's there again, but this one could be dangerous. It's a counterattack. Aquatic's got an open net. Can he put it away? He can. What a shot coming out of Aquatic.
And Judge Dredd with a beautiful clear downfield saw Aquatic. Aquatic, great control. Way to stay on the line to make sure you can get the double. And
great shot on net. Tying this game up in game 3, Steve takes time, gets it past 1. Can he dice the other? Fakes the 1 past 3, and it's going to be a goal up for Fathex. What a shot from Steve.
I think that's a hat trick for Steve in less than 30 seconds. Is that someone needs to clip?